Guess who's back?
That's a vibe.
Woo! Back again.
You wanna vibe?
Shady's back.
That's a vibe.
Oh, tell a friend. What do you think?
I think it's better. Welcome back to my... What did I say? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Is that what I said?
Hi ninjas and welcome. Oh, we're back with a hand.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I have been gone, but I've been here at the same time. It's kind of the same setup, but it's not the same setup, but it's the same, but it's not. Same, but different, but still same, but still different. But same. I've been posting a bunch of shorts, but I have not actually posted a video like this where I've been talking to you. A lot has changed, a lot has happened, and I'm here to say that I'm trying something new. So I would like your thoughts on it. So you know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to comment. You're supposed to let me know what you think. Are the vibes still there? Are we still good? Is this still happening? I need to know if it's still happening. Don't leave me high and dry. Don't leave me seen. Don't leave me on red. You know what I mean. But before we get back into another recipe, I want to talk to you about a couple of things. I'm so happy that so many of you from here have been viewing all the recipes on my blog. The highest viewing of recipes on my blog comes from YouTube. So I'm so happy that you guys are enjoying the recipes online. I'm making a bunch of edits and changes to the blog which are going to only enhance your experience, and I hope you continue to go there. So the format's going to be a little different. It is going to feel a lot more personal, I think. I mean, for me, it's about the vibe. You know, is it a vibe? I'm back with another recipe. Today we are making Galette Des Rois. 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 I think that's how it's said. You're gonna come for me for my pronunciation, and that's fine. Please correct me if I'm wrong. For any French people out there and you know how to speak the language, you can just tell me how I do it, because I tried Googling it and it sounds like
Galette des Rois.
it's king cake, but it's French king cake. You can hear the drool. It is one of the best, most elegant and so delicious desserts that you're ever going to make / pastry. Do you know what I mean? No. Before we actually make this recipe, why is it called king cake? Today is the Feast of Three Kings, also known as the Epiphany from the Bible. I'm not going to get into it too much. Basically, the 12th day of Christmas. I have an entire detailed blog about how they celebrate it world over and the basic things you ought to know when you're making a king cake and the celebratory elements that come in it. Traditionally, you want to put something in the cake. It could be a plastic baby Jesus, it could be a bean, it could be a nut, because that's more better to find and eat. The person who cuts into it is supposed to be the king or queen for the day, and they bring the king cake for the next year. And today we're going to be making the French king cake. So the recipe has two parts, and it's a very simple recipe to make. So let's get to it. What it is basically, how about I show it to you? Wait. What it is basically, it's the puff, and then you've got the almond cream. I have added a little dark crumb in it. You don't have to, but trust me, a little goes a long way. Long way. And then you got another layer of the flaky puff pastry at the bottom. The puff is store-bought. Now you're gonna say, oh, you cheater, pumpkin eater. The truth of the matter is, if you want to make puff pastry at home, you go for it. I don't want to do that. You could also use a rough puff pastry, which is absolutely delicious, but everything else is homemade. By everything else, I mean the almond cream and the egg wash. What it is basically puff pastry, almond cream, puff pastry, baked until it's super flaky, golden, dusted with icing, sugar, and Bob's your uncle, right? But there are a few pressure points that you have to keep in mind when you're making this recipe, or else it can go kaput. Now, you're probably gonna wonder why this is already half, as you can see. Ooh, don't drop it, don't drop it. The influencer answer is that, oh my god, it was so yummy, I had to just cut into it and enjoy it while it was hot, like, ugh. But the realistic answer is, I shot this recipe yesterday and I didn't have enough light by the time I finished shooting it, and I didn't want to miss out on this intro, which I want to do for you guys. So I said I'm gonna shoot it tomorrow, but my family couldn't resist, and so we cut it up last night. Having said that, where are my content creators right here? Because if you are a natural light shooting person, you understand the predicament I was in. Without further ado, I've yapped a lot. What's new? Some things don't change. Now that we're done with the history class, let's move on to the recipe itself. Let's make it. Why did I do that? Let's make this recipe. Okay. Rolling out our puff pastry sheet. Now, I have bought these already pre-rolled puff pastry sheets, but you can just use a block and then roll it out to 1/4 inch thickness. We then want to cut our first sheet, which is 20 centimeters. Now, I've used a bowl which is 20 centimeters, but you can use a ruler and check it and decide whether it's the right size. But you need to be a little accurate on this one. You want to set this aside, place it on a baking tray, and transfer it into the fridge. We then want to cut another piece, and I've got the same bowl in a bigger size, which is 22 centimeters. And you want to do the same thing and set it in the fridge. We then get on to making our almond cream, which is basically adding all the ingredients into the bowl. If your icing sugar has lumps and so does your almond flour, you want to obviously sift it like I am here. We add our whole egg and then we add an egg yolk. This egg yolk not only adds a lot of richness to this almond cream filling, but it is also very delicious and it becomes really yellow once you bake it. A little pinch of salt. We go with vanilla extract and then we add the rum. Now I go for dark rum. You want to mix this together until it's fairly smooth and it's combined. Chill it in the fridge until you make your egg wash, which is literally whisking everything together. We then start with a 20 centimeter sheet and place the almond cream in the center of the dough. You want to leave a border on the sides, egg wash it, and then add the larger sheet on top. Very gently, you want to start sealing the edges together, and it's because of the egg wash it sticks very easily. You want to crimp the edges with the back of a knife like this, and it's very easy. A little effort, but it looks really fancy. And now we want to generously egg wash it because this is what gives it that beautiful golden color. You want to chill this for at least an hour before you can score the entire pastry. I've gone with this very basic design, but you can go with whatever designs you like. There are a lot of stencils online which can help you and guide you into doing some very beautiful designs on your dough. You don't want to fuss around too much, and you can chill this again before you bake it just to ensure the pastry is fridge cold when you place it in the oven. Bake it at 180 degrees for 45 minutes until crispy and golden. It is so yummy, it's so flaky and so crusty. It is worth a go. You want to dust it with a little bit of icing sugar on the sides and then hear that. Before we can actually eat, we don't want no soggy bottoms. It's dry, it's golden, it's crusty, it's flaky, it's perfect. It's time to taste it. Keep in mind, like I said, I did taste this yesterday, but I want you to see me taste it because you're gonna say, oh, you don't eat what you make. I get that a lot, but I do. Bon appetit. I don't know if you caught the crunch, but wow! It's so simple and it tastes like it's so sophisticated and it's so fancy and like this is what you eat like a high tea or like a little tea party. Yeah, no, it's super simple. I mean, come on, right? That almond cream is so good. I literally made an extra batch of the almond cream after I baked this and baked the cream plain and made it like a tort. It tasted like a cake. We cut it up, we finished. It's that good. It's that freaking good. Do you know what? I don't think you understand the seriousness of how good this is. You don't take it. No. It's not too sweet. It's perfect with a cup of coffee, tea. Enjoy. Make it, eat it. Tell me what you think about it. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel and head to the blog for more details. Ninja out.